Hello darling girls, and welcome to the follow-up wedding vlog, which I know you've all been waiting for. Today's video is going to be all about my wedding prep. Guys, we are 3 weeks away, which is kind of crazy because after postponing it for 4 times, like, it actually doesn't feel like it's going to happen. Like, it still feels like every time it got closer, we essentially postponed it. So this is the closest we've ever got. I think the previous time, I think it was around 6 or 8 weeks away that we postponed it. And now everything is looking so good. Like, it's definitely happening, and yeah, things are getting real. And I am so pumped to share with you guys all of my wedding prep, which has been really long because we have basically been engaged now in November, I think it will be 2 years. So it's been a really long time. And I keep on joking with everyone that I'm like, OMG, I've had to keep like my wedding bod going for so long. Because every time I'm like, you know, I guess you always want to look like your best ever. And I've actually been dying to do like a proper mini bulk and like really build some good muscle. And I know you have to be in a surplus for that. So after the wedding, that's gonna be me. But now we are 3 weeks away. And so what I thought I would do in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about not only what I've been doing in terms of nutrition and exercise, because I kind of covered that in my previous video, but I'm actually gonna be talking about all of the other fun things. So the hair, like, obviously we wanna look our really best from head to toe. So I'm gonna be starting off from head all the way down to toes on what I've been doing in wedding prep, like up to 3 weeks before the wedding. Obviously, like, as we get closer, there'll be other things that I'll do like just before the day and all of that, like the spray tans and the whatever. But yeah, in prep, here we go on what it is that I've been doing to try and get wedding ready. So I hope that you enjoy this. I know it's a little bit different to what we normally do. I know we do a lot of education, we do a lot of recipes, but I also love to share a bit of my life with you guys. I feel like we're all friends. So I gotta share the deets, you know, the wedding scoop. Let's start at the top, which is obviously with the hair. I actually have done a hair video a little while back. Maybe it's actually probably a long time now, probably about 2 years, where I showed how to do my little wave. I actually tried to do a bit of a wave today, but guys, my hair is so fine and it is so soft. Like, that sounds actually annoying, but it is so soft that it actually doesn't hold curls very well. But in prep for the wedding, I actually haven't dyed my hair for a really long time. So my hair was blonde, my hair was dark, my hair was all kinds of weird colors, and I never really liked my natural color. I was always like, oh my word, it's like, what do they say, mousy. I was like, it's so mousy, I don't like it. And then I decided I was so tired of the maintenance of having to dye my hair all the time that I then slowly started doing balayage until it sort of reached like my own natural color. And then I just grew my hair out for the longest time, and now I really love my natural hair color. But about a month ago, I actually thought to myself, my hair was all one color, and often, especially if your hair is fine, what happens is there's no depth. So there's no, you know, different color tones, which actually can help your hair look like a bit thicker and a bit fuller. So I went to my best ever in Morningside at Swept. I know you guys always ask me where I get my hair done, so that I go to Sean, and I said to him, for the wedding, like, I just want a few more like beautiful golden pieces, but like the number one rule, like, I would rather have gray hair than damage my hair that I've been growing for so long. Like, it's actually been like a dream. Like, my hair really is getting long. So it's always been like a dream of mine to have really long, beautiful Rapunzel-like hair. Like, when I was a kid, I even used to plait like long scarves into my hair to like make it look long, and I used to like move these plaits around and pretend like my hair was really long. So I've always wanted to grow it, but because when my hair was dark, when I was dyeing it a lot, it broke so much, I had to really like trim it a ton. So now my hair is still in fabulous condition. And so what Sean did is he did something called a high lifter. And basically this only works, I believe, on natural color. And it can only lift it like 3 or 4 shades darker because it's not a bleach. It's more like a lighter color. And actually doing that, I am so happy with the result. And when I first did it, I was like, oh my God, did I make a huge mistake? And now it's like grown out the tiniest bit and sort of all blended together. And now I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Like I think it definitely added some more depth and some more, yeah, just like a bit more vuma. Guys, that's me. I'm not the flattening kind. You get 2 types of girls. You get the type of girl that's her hair is big and she's trying to flatten it. And I'm the one who's trying to make my hair like Texas big. Like if I could have like a giant head of hair, I would.
What do you guys think?
Oh, it is
amazing.
gorgeous.
God,
It is
it's gonna
so
be
pretty.
with
It's
the
so
veil.
so shiny.
So that's what I've been doing with my hair. In terms of products, the stuff that I currently use, I actually wanted to show you guys. I've been using and I've been really enjoying. I actually have a few little products on the side that I'm going to show you guys. So I've been using the Kerastase pink one. And none of this stuff is an ad, by the way. This is just stuff that I buy and use. And then instead of using their regular conditioner, I'm actually using the mask as a conditioner. Because the ends of my hair gets quite dry and my roots get quite oily, I use this especially to make the ends really nourished, especially if you do make your hair lighter, like the ends do tend to get dry, or if you color your hair. So I really like this mask. Like it's more of a nourishing conditioner than like a super light one. So using this on the ends has been really good, and so I'm really enjoying those too. And then the other thing that I have been putting on my hair, which is funny because this was actually Gilan's. So Gilan's hair, he used to actually relax his hair because it's a bit curly, but he hasn't done that since like lockdown days. And now he just kind of blow dries it straight. He actually uses my Dyson, which was a gift to me. So he's making use of it. So I was like, it's fine, I can use this. So this Olaplex, hope that you can see it. This Olaplex Discipline Advanced, it's like an oil basically, but it's like a dry oil. Because as I said, my roots get super oily super quickly, so I don't put anything like oily on my hair, otherwise it will be flatter than flat, if that's even possible. So I've been putting this on the ends of my hair, even on the days that I don't style it. I try to get away with washing it every 3rd day or every 2nd day, depending on if I'm doing any video filming or anything. My hair never looks amazing the next day, and the day after that it's like you have to bun it. So unless I'm just going to gym and staying at home and working on my computer, I'll have to wash my hair. But if I like the day after I wash my hair, I just put a little half a drop of this on the ends, and let me tell you, it really helps with your hair not getting like those dry split ends that break off. So I'm not one for like a lot of products, but I would really say that this made a big difference. So probably worth the investment, and it lasts a really long time. Like G and I have both been using this for months. So that's really good. Okay, so moving on from the hair to the face. What have I been doing? Like, should we move down? You guys always ask me about my eyebrows. I have had them microbladed, and that probably the last time I did it was over 3 years ago. My eyebrows are naturally very bushy, so I'm really blessed in that department. Like I did when I was younger, make them really thin. Like if I can find a photo, I will post it up here. Like whoever did this to my eyebrows, like please come forward because I need to literally slap you. Like I remember once going for threading, and this girl clearly was so excited about threading thick eyebrows. Like she just was like, this is a really big job, I'm gonna thread away. And you know when they show you the mirror afterwards, and normally you're like, yeah, fine. I was literally like, what have you done to me? And then I was so worried that they wouldn't grow back, but thankfully they did. And she still said to me, she's like, oh, I see they're a bit uneven, let me just do that side. I'm like, don't touch me. Literally, your eyebrows shape your entire face, and I had to draw them on like with proper pencil for like months. But that was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. So I actually just leave them wild. I don't even pluck them these days. Only if I get a couple in the middle, I'll like pluck them out. I really like the natural wild bushy look. I did do the brow lamination once or twice, but let me tell you people, that stuff ruins your eyebrows. It's basically like a perm for your eyebrows, and my eyebrows got very dry and brittle. So we won't be doing that anymore. You know what I realized? Like, I feel like I go to things to make myself look better sometimes, and then sometimes it actually messes up your natural look. Like, I've done the eyelash curling situation. My eyelashes also were not enjoying that. Like, they got really dry and brittle, and then just stick to the naturals, girls. So eyebrows, I tint them like once in the blue moon because I've got like a few blondish hairs that come out. Otherwise, that's all that I do. Eyelashes, I've been using the Rapid Lash Serum, which I'll put up a picture on here for you to see. I actually saw it at like the kiosk somewhere. I think it may have been at Sorbet, I think that they sell it. And I bought some, and this was actually after my eyelashes fell out a lot, after I did that whole eyelash curling thing. And because the thing with the eyelash curling thing, once you've curled them, they then grow out like a right angle. So you literally have like your eyebrows are like, your eyelashes, it's just not good. So then I was like, while she was doing them, she was like, oh, your eyelashes are really, shedding a lot. I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, so then I got the Rapid Lash. Guys, it has made a huge difference to my natural lashes. Like, they are super long. Like, it does take a while for it to actually start working, like a good consistent every day for probably like 30 days, but it 100% works like a bomb. I would really recommend it to grow your own lashes. And it's so nice to not have any extensions or not have anything on your eyelashes. Just get a good mascara, boom, done. Okay, then face treatments. I know we wanted to talk about skin and face treatments and products and all of that jazz. So I am normally quite minimalist when it comes to products and when it comes to treatments. The main things that I have been doing in prep for the wedding is I have been doing some laser treatments. I did one like really intense treatment called Morpheus, and it is basically laser and needle. So if you've done microneedling and you've done some forms of laser, it's basically those two combined, which is like the recovery time is maybe about 5 days. Like, you get that very rough feeling on your skin, and that is for more like long-term anti-aging. It goes into the deepest layers of your skin. Go and research Morpheus and you can learn more about that. But in terms of if you are prepping for a wedding or event or something else, a treatment that I would really recommend is BBL laser. I actually don't know what BBL stands for right now. Broadband light. Is it? Maybe it's not. But I will Google what it stands for. But BBL laser, which is absolutely incredible for long-term anti-aging, because that's really my biggest concern. I really don't have acne. I don't have too many skin issues. My main thing is that I'm 31 now, so you know my skin is definitely aging. And so I've been doing BBL, and not only on my face. So it helps with anti-aging, it helps with fine lines, it helps with a lot with pigmentation, and it helps with a lot of dark spots. So I'm sure if you're like me, like back in, I'm a 1990 baby, but back in the day, I used to tan with like baby oil and fry myself to a crisp on my chest, on my back, on my stomach, on my shoulders. And like that, those age spots and the dark spots are definitely, they start to show over time. And BBL is just incredible. Like, they basically call it the filter for your skin. And I have actually done my chest as well, which made a huge difference to all of the sort of dark marks that I've had from the sun. And on my face as well, I've been doing a ton of, well, not a ton, I'm lying. I've done a few sessions of BBL, which have really helped. Guys, I feel sad that my hair is going flat already. Shush. That's gonna be me on the wedding. I'm like, I need to wear rollers for like 3 days so that my hair curls actually stay. So BBL, and there's 2 places that I've been going to for that. So depending on where I'm at, there's one in Santon in Morningside, Dermology, which is absolutely fantastic for BBL. Really amazing qualified people to do it. And then another one is Longevity Aesthetic Center in Fourways. That is in the Design Quarter area, and a girl I've been going to forever who's freaking amazing. Her name is SD. So depending on where you live, there's one in Santon, Dermology, or Longevity Aesthetic Center in Fourways. Highly recommended. Like, they will tell you all the right information about it. So if you want to hop over to their Instagram pages, you can send them messages and they can send you all like the technical stuff. But before the wedding, you don't actually want to do anything too intense. You rather want to do something light. Like someone told me this horror story of going for a peel before her wedding, and like she always went for the same peel. She's like, don't worry, trust me, it'll be fine, I always do it. And the therapist was like, no, like I really don't recommend it. She's like, I always do it always looks good. And she basically got scabs all over her face for her wedding. So girls, if you are going to do stuff, try and do it. Like BBL, it basically has no downtime. But if you're doing anything more intense, I would say don't do it close to the wedding. Okay, then let's talk a little bit about products. You guys know that I'm not into using a lot of products. One of my favorite things is Neutrogena, and this is the one that I use, like one of the day creams that I use. Let me tell you a little secret. In most of these like anti-aging creams, the active ingredient is retin A, okay? You can actually buy a retin A cream from the pharmacy. You actually do need to get a script, I believe, or you can get it from, I think some of the aesthetic centers actually sell it as well. There's one called Retacnol. I think that there's another, I think that that's the generic. And that is the active ingredient in most of the face creams that are super high end. So what I actually do, like retin A is the one thing you want to have in your face cream, is I actually mix it myself. So I take some of the retin A and I mix it with my Neutrogena, and kabam, you have an active ingredient in your moisturizer. I use that at night, by the way, and it is something that your skin actually needs to get used to. So if you do have some kind of therapist, chat to them about retin A, and you can actually save a lot of money, because in a lot of the face creams, it actually has a very small percentage of the active ingredient, and you pay a lot because of the brand. There's a top tip for you, girlfriends. Okay, and then you guys know I do Botox, and that I do at Laserderm in Ilovo with my very special friend and doctor, Dr. Lowe. She's unbelievable. She's super conservative, and she's been really awesome. We've like planned when we want to do the Botox before the wedding. I'm actually going this week because you want a couple of weeks prior, so in case your one eyebrow goes like a bit, that's never happened, but you just want to make sure that everything has settled nicely before the wedding and it's actually kicked in, because it takes a few days for Botox to actually work. So I really love her, and she is amazing. Okay, working down, let's get to the body. I'm like, this video is going to be way too long, so let me get moving. You guys know I've been doing a mini cut for the wedding. So I've done a 4-week cut now, and I'm basically on the end of it, and I'm moving back into maintenance this week. I lost 2 kilos over 4 weeks, so it was about half a kilo a week, and in between that I was also in Cape Town, so I think it was actually 5 weeks in total, because the week that I was in Cape Town, it's pretty tough to be in a deficit when you're not making all of your own food and when you're eating out at a lot of restaurants. It's hard to be in like a decent deficit. I did post one of my 1,400 calorie days up, because that's the calorie level that I've been on for my cut. For the rest of the year, up until now, I've actually been at maintenance, and so it's been a little bit, it's actually been fun to be in a cut, for the reason that like it is nice to feel that little bit leaner and see those beautiful lines, and actually see the muscle coming out that I've started to build over the past few months. But we know that that's also a very slow process. Like for me, it's been important to also not get too skinny. I think that like I obviously am quite tall, and I'm pretty lean as it is, so this cut has just given me like that little bit of a shoops, like I'm in a very good place. But I think a lot of people go overboard for their wedding, and they starve themselves before, and they actually look emaciated and starving, and they're like walking down the aisle. It's not a good look. Like you don't want to look like you just came off Survivor, okay? Like you want to look fit and strong and glowing and healthy. And in addition to that, you also don't want to be dieting right up until your wedding. Like there is a lot of pressure. I feel like I've been pretty chilled, but there's still been a lot to organize and a lot of detail and a lot of things going on. And let me tell you, if you are in extreme deficit, things that shouldn't make you angry will probably make you angry, because you are like starving yourself. So ideally, you actually in the month before your wedding, I would say try and be at maintenance. So who knows how long, if you are getting married or any event you can relate this to, try and actually move back into maintenance a few weeks before, and then your body can, you can be at full energy, you can have like full brain capacity, you're not feeling like depleted all the time. So I would really recommend that. So now, as I said, 3 weeks before, I'm heading back up to maintenance. And the key here is also that you don't want to starve yourself to such a point, and then the wedding comes, you go on honeymoon, and you come back and you're like oompa loompa, So, because then you're going to eat and drink normally again, and then your body's going to be like, hey, what the hell's going on here, girl? Haven't seen food in days. So you also want to be cautious of that, to rather work your calories back up, head up to maintenance, and then you also go on honeymoon, or if you're going on holiday or wherever, in a decent space, and you're not like, starvation. So that's that in terms of the body. What else did I want to show you? Oh guys, we forgot the teeth. You always ask me about the teeth. So I have whitened my teeth like probably 10 years ago at the dentist. Yeah, probably 10 years ago. But what I have used recently, well, not recently, I actually haven't done it for a while because I've been waiting for before the wedding to do it, but I've used these strips. The brand that I actually really liked is the Crest white strips, but these were the only ones that I could find. I actually got someone to bring these for me on Amazon. Guys, when are we getting Amazon? Like, seriously. But I'm sure that there are other ones like this. They say that you should leave it on do not leave it on overnight, remove 1 hour maximum. I'm sure I've done like 2 or 3 hours, but they're actually really awesome and they work pretty quickly. So probably a couple days before the wedding, I will use these white strips on my teeth. Nothing like a good white tooth, but at the same time, you can't drink coffee on those days. So it's always like white teeth, coffee, it's really, you don't want to have anything because your teeth become a little bit porous for like a couple of days afterwards. So you have to be strategic. Otherwise, you can drink coffee like through a straw. Then for all of my pre-wedding events, I told you guys I'm going to be doing my spray tan for the wedding. I'm going to do a really light glow. I go to my friend Victoria at Gold Coast Tan in Cedar Square. Unbelievable. She's basically got like a tan PhD, this chick. She tells you all the tricks and tips and everything. You should also check her out on Instagram. But because I'm only going to be doing the tan just before the wedding, and there's lots of other pre-wedding events, like we're doing a Shabbos because Gilan is Jewish the Friday before, and we're doing the bridal shower, and we have the rehearsal dinner, and obviously I want to be tanned for all of these things. So a really nice product that I also wanted to share with you guys is this product called Body Blur, which you can also get at Gold Coast Tan. I think you can even buy it on their website. So it's by Vita Liberata, by the way. It is the most beautiful, like glowy, and it's almost got like a body makeup in it as well. So it just smooths your skin out like that. It literally looks like your skin is filtered. It is so beautiful. And I wouldn't recommend wearing white when you put this on because a little bit of the excess can come off. But for the legs, for your arms, and just wait a little bit for it to dry. Highly recommended for all events. Check that out. And then before this video really gets way too long, we are heading right down to the feet. I'm going to share this with you guys, okay? Gilan keeps on telling me that I'm not allowed to do it because the last time I did it, it was intense. And this is for the feet. So we all go for pedicures, right? Have you seen what happens when you go to gym and you are always putting pressure on these things? Can you see what happens? Is it focusing on there? You get calluses, right? Do you know what happens when you pedicure your feet and you constantly are using the foot file on your foot? The same thing happens. The skin actually gets harder and harder, and then you have to carry on going for more and more pedicures. So there's this awesome product called, which I'm gonna do actually this week, Milky Foot. I think that you can buy it I think I got this at Clicks, okay? Guys, it's these plastic socks that you put on your feet, okay? And then you put like another sock over, and inside this plastic sock has, like, I guess some kind of like chemicals. And what it does is it goes into like the different layers of dead skin on your foot, and it doesn't come off straight away, okay? So then you wash your feet, you take the socks off, and then it actually helps to have like either soak your feet in a bath, but like I kid you not, guys, 3 or 4 days later, I actually forgot about that I did the foot thing. I got out of the shower. This is disgusting, but I'll tell you anyway. I kid you not, I basically ripped an entire sole. It was like a flip-flop off the bottom of my feet. That is how much, it's crazy how much dead skin. So basically how this product works is apparently every time another layer of skin like forms on top of another, there's like body glue almost that holds all of those layers together. And what this product does is it basically dissolves that glue and then helps for all of that skin to shed off. Now you're probably wondering why Gilan hates it. It's because, guys, there can be skin. That's all I'm saying, like around the house. Like a little piece of skin was like trying to come for him on the bed. So you want to do it like a little while before. So you have enough time. Like you will be shocked. Even if your feet don't look bad, you'll be shocked as to how much skin actually comes off. And then, I kid you not, your foot is like a baby. It is like a baby's foot that was just born out of your mother's womb. That's how soft your foot is. And for a really long time. Like it's not like a pedicure that, okay, your feet look nice for 1 week and then your feet are back to normal. It lasts really long. So really recommended if you do have lots of dry skin on your foot, which I don't know, I think genetically I just do. But so that's a nice foot product. And my girls, I think that brings us to the end of the wedding prep vlog. And as I promised, I am going to be doing another, which I will do this week for you, another 1,400 calorie what I eat in a day. I promise you my cut wasn't hard because I also made my meals really big and really high volume, which you know I'm really good at doing some meal magic. So I'm going to do a what I eat in a day for 1,400 calories for you guys to see what I did eat on my wedding cut. And I will also do a nice little body update for you guys to show you my progress over the last couple of weeks. And that is it, girls. I hope that you enjoyed this pre-wedding prep vlog. I hope that you learned a couple of things. I hope you got some new exciting products to try, some new little tips, and all of the good lean girl wedding prep stuff. So I will see you in the next video, which will probably be my what I eat in a day, and then probably the video after that, I'll be a married woman. Ta-da! Okay, love you all. Don't forget to comment down below because no matter what video it is, one person that shows the love gets free access to the kitchen coach. So that's not going anywhere. So just comment down below. Give me your best wedding tip. That's what I want to know in the comments. That's it. Peace out. Love you all. Mwah. Faves is in... What's her name? Let me finish that again. As I said, be quiet. You come and stomp around.
It wasn't as you said, be quiet. It was like 2 minutes after you said it.
That's even worse.
You have to get shoes, right?
Then you get out of here.